Hi everyone. I'm overdue in getting you an update on what's going on with the new processing unit. Let me give you a better perspective here of what you're looking at here. Pardon the mess, but it's a work in process, obviously. What that is a 26 by 8 foot by 8 foot truck van body, like you'd see on any typical straight truck going down the road. And that is parked on a gooseneck trailer that's hiding underneath there. Got to use your imagination at this stage of the game. I, through the magic of video editing, will overlay something that will resemble the finished product here. But this will be a two-room deal. This bigger piece here that I'm walking through right now will be where the processing is done, and then you see this dividing line here. It goes around there. That's where the walk-in cooler will be. And in the back here will be the aging cooler. Let me back up here a bit too so you can see what the plan is. I'm going to climb back down so you can see the whole works. This spine that runs along here, the steel, that's what I wanted to show you before I buried it in insulation. There's going to be two rails, one's going in and one is coming out. It just circles in the back there. You can kind of see the pattern. I have the hangers off right now because I had to take them off in order to get the ceiling up. But there's hangers on there, and then this steel rail down there, this regular 2.5 by 1/2 inch steel. There's the curves for in the back for getting to go around. So trolleys that look like that, that's what will ride on those rails. And go into the back, it'll age in the back, and then it'll circle back out and come into here for processing. And then again, using your imagination, workflow on this, there'll be a bandsaw. I'll show you that in a minute. That's going to be parked over here. The main breaking table will be over here. As long as I'm on this side, there'll be a freezer over here for the finished product for whatever day's work was done. Opposite side will be two work tables, cut and wrap, grind, slice, all that kind of stuff will go on over here. Then it gets challenging on this over here because I have to fit the utilities in here. There will be a 3-compartment sink. This is going to have to be the code. And a hand wash sink, and then to utilize space here, the water heater is going to be underneath that sink. There's going to be a pump and a pressure tank that is underneath one of these cut and wrap tables. Some shelving will be parked up above. Load center obviously over here for electrical. But the unique challenges here are that this is on it's a mobile facility, and the water connection will not be through a frost-proof hydrant. So I'm going to need to fill it. I'm going to be utilizing fill it, meaning water. Because a lot of this is going to see that tank right there. A lot of this is going to be done during the cold times of the year, so I will fill it and then disconnect that hose, so the hose doesn't freeze, and then what we have in here will be what we need for that day's work. So a bit challenging in that respect, but not that big a deal. Actually, the honest challenge to this, this is a lot farther along than it appears. The challenge has been materials specific to this trade. Striking into that vein, if you will, of where these materials come, who the vendors are, what will match code, and what is a fair price. And needing to learn that has been a challenge, and that part is done, just the engineering of it. I kind of skipped over real quickly the steel part, but that took time. That's all from, some of it was surplus, some of it was scrap steel, getting that welded, fabricated, cut, designed so that it, would work and be sufficient to hold the weight, so on and so forth. So that's going to get buried in there. I didn't really show you much of that. There's steel that's hiding right there for carrying the weight down, so the weight gets transferred off the center, gets spread out to the sides, and then down to the frame of the truck. So, here's the saw. I didn't show you that. There's a real nice grinder over here, sink, a bunch of other goodies hiding over there. It is moving along. It will go much quicker now that the weather is improving, and I get into more of the finish work. Electrical comes next after the sides are insulated. I have a little bit of welding. I have some afterthoughts. I'm trying not to outrun my headlights before I start burying things, and that's that could be easy to do on a project like this that has, you know, some hidden time bombs that you don't think of until it's too late. And hopefully that isn't going to happen. Even going so far as to get the D-rings in, you know, those are welded right to the steel behind that stud so that when I do move things around, all this, you know, equipment can be secured tightly. It's going to be a bit of an energy pig too, which is going to screw up my you know, we produce our own power here, so this is going to, it's going to require some modifications to that end of the deal too. So anyways, that's the first update I'll give you. As this moves along, it will get, you know, much more of a polished look. It will be white, bright and shiny, well lit, and it is being modeled after a unit that was recently approved to USDA spec in a different state, in California. Not that that helps me here in Wisconsin with our strident rules and regulations, but I know I'm on the right path in this respect. So anyways, enough from me. I'll be in touch as things move along. Thanks for watching.